Okay. Alright, first off, amazing game. I really like the game. I'm the type of guy that makes things objectively more difficult for myself because I'm stubborn. Oh my god. It's too loud. I'm trying to think. But you're blasting my ears. That. What am I doing? That's not going to change anything for me. See, I'm trying to. There we go. Let's move that back there. Exit to menu. Go through. I like the game. It was an amazing game. But, okay, the problems. Okay, let's go through the things I like about the game. What I like about the game, it is absolutely Stalker. It absolutely gives you the freedom to choose what you want to do. Like, a lot of people, and there's a lot of decisions you can make, which is amazing. You can choose to do side stories. The side stories are okay, though they kind of deviate. I like the weapons. I like the customizations you can do with them. Though again, I never really bothered to really customize my weapons a lot. I really just cared to customize my armor. And again, it's just the story is interesting enough to keep you hooked in, and every time it escalates, you like it. Like, I really like that fight with Faust, even though a bit of annoying. I was fine with the fight with Faust. 'Tis very interesting. What I don't like about the game is, okay, a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs. Some of them you can look past, but some of them were game breaking, like that one bug with the enemy that I couldn't kill, and that was eternally aggroed on me, and I couldn't save even if I tried to do anything. And I lost like a couple hours of gameplay there. There's the crash bug whenever you fall into anomalies and the game just effectively crashes. I think there's a lot of like fetch quests in the main story that, again, if they were to cut out half of those, I'm gonna reload before it was the point of no return. If they would cut out half of the fetch quests, I think it would just be an amazing game. I think it was here. Yeah, if they had cut out half of the fetch quests, I think it would be an amazing story. And just have certain, like, quests run congruent. So if you choose to do certain things or other things, you can choose to do that. I also hate the fact that there's certain armors that people just cannot, like, only a specific person can work on the armor. I find that to be absolutely annoying. It is unneeded and ridiculous. But you have armor that everyone can work on. But you also have armor that nobody can work on. I think they need to get rid of that because it's just unneeded. Aim body enemies, I think that's just a difficulty thing. I'm not really that big on the, I hate the fact that because most first person shooters take perspective into account. That way, whenever the enemy's aiming at you, so they're not like shooting your fucking toes and doing a lot of damage on you. I feel like maybe this game could have went with that route. Like, and again, I get the whole realism argument. Okay, that's there. But it's also just annoying. Like, okay, it's a first person shooter. You would think the perspective would make a lot of sense. That if you don't see the enemy, if you can't physically shoot the enemy, they wouldn't be able to shoot you. But no, they will absolutely gun down your fucking toes and your fucking hair on your head and do damage to you. And on the highest difficulty, they hit every single fucking time. Is this the point of no return? I think so. Like, the minute I jump down there, I think it'll hit me with that message. There's also just this arbitrary point of no return, which is like, why? I mean, you go back to previous areas anyway, and even the game understands that you don't really care to travel back and forth through places, because towards, like, past this point, you just fast travel. It's just an overglorified fast travel point. I'm gonna go back through here. But, and that's also the thing, like, the game's like, oh, go on the halfway across the map to do this quest for this guy, then go halfway across the map to do something else and to grab something for another guy, then go halfway. And I understand it's trying to compel people to actually explore the world, but I feel like a lot of people that play this game will just do that anyway. Like, you don't need the quest itself to compel people to do the thing that they're going to fucking do in the first place anyway, because lo and behold, it's a Stalker game, so clearly they're going to do it. Again, with a good variety of weapons. I mean, I don't care the fact that you can't sell weapons that are in the red. I feel like that's just something that makes sense. It's not something I much care about. My big thing is, like, maybe you should be able to kind of repair your own weapons. You know, if it's doing that glitch again. You know, if you go, I don't care if they make it this, like, long quest arc that you have to go through to do that. Like, I think you should be able to at least repair your own weapons to the point where maybe it's just, I don't know, in the yellow, right? I feel like that makes sense and kinda, and what they should do is they should get rid of the thing where only specific people can repair specific armor, but replace it with a thing that, okay, maybe you leave the armor with someone for a little bit, and, you know, okay, you go a couple of in-game days without the armor, but then they give you the upgrades you'll want. Or again, maybe even make that its own quest thing where, if you want someone to do the armor, you have to give them, like, look for certain blueprints, make the blueprints its own quest. I mean, I feel like, because I have this cool fucking spacesuit that I just can't do a damn thing with, because I don't know who can repair it, but there's armors that are clearly better than that suit that anybody can repair. And it's like, well, I feel like that's just a half-baked mechanic at that point. like something that they're thinking about, but then they're like, oh well, we're just gonna drop it outright, and that's just very annoying. I'm gonna go back to here and sell all this shit. You know, I mean, what else? I mean, inventory is fine. I mean, everything else, like, I have no problem with. I mean, mm, overall, I like the game. It's just, and that's the thing with a game that overstays its welcome. It's like every single bug, every single glitch, every single thing you fall into, like, that's just, it lowers the score of the game. Like, one bug is when you try to go for an artifact, the artifact will just disappear. And you're like, okay, so I should be able to get this artifact, but it's showing in this position, but it's just not letting me pick it up. Which is very shop class. Very annoying. I'd say a lot of the mutants are, I'd say, even too tanky. Like, they're tanky to the point where the only way that you can physically kill them is if you use cheese. And cheese isn't really fun. It's gamey and cheap. And okay, well, I wouldn't say nerf the creatures, just, I don't know, have better weapons, like mutant killing specific weapons that people would like, and that I would like. I mean, I think that would just be a better, wait, did I not? Some of these, I think, are better than my pistol. I don't know why you keep your pistol around. Because this, I think that's the pistol, only it's not the... Take all that off. Yeah, just make mutant killing specific weapons that, okay, I don't know, maybe you have to either buy or go through this quest chain that do specific damage to mutants. I mean, I don't mind getting in the slog. With mutants, the problem starts where you didn't even know you're supposed to get in a fight with a mutant, so you're not really prepared. And now you're running out of ammo, you're jumping around, dodging. A lot of them do one hit your ass, which you can argue again is a difficulty thing.
Ho, Stalker.
I find it to be a little bit annoying, but it doesn't really lower my score. If I was to give the game an arbitrary score, personally, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Even with the bugs, with the annoyances, I think a 9 out of 10 is good. But, I mean, a lot of people would rate it lower, but hey, I mean, it's my opinion. Despite the annoyances, and towards the end, it got a little gamey, right? Okay, maybe I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Because, again, towards the end, it ends like every other Stalker game where you're going down a corridor, gunning down a lot. That chest just appears out of nowhere. Gunning down a lot of motherfuckers. It's gamey, it's annoying, it's something that I don't think is required. And the Faust boss was an amazing boss. but every other boss after that was kind of a pain. Like with the what's that ward guy, like for the longest time I didn't know that when he jumped into that area to try to cool himself down, I didn't know you had to just keep wailing on him in order to get him into the state where you beat the hell out of him. Like, I didn't know that for the longest time. I thought he jumped into that a specific number of times, then you kill him. But no, you have to just start wailing on him. And then it goes into, you beat the hell out of him in a cutscene mode. But I didn't know that. And the other bosses, you sort of figure it the fuck out. But for that one, it's a little bit up in the air and very annoying, I'd say.
Come back soon.
I was gonna drop that rhino off, and I'll try to do a couple of the side quests. Then I don't know, I might try to get another ending off stream. But yeah, I'd give this game an 8 out of 10. A lot of things are samey, but I mean, it's a different game, different experience. The survival aspect isn't very intrusive. And after a while, you just sort of forget about it. You just see the icon. You're like, oh, gotta eat something. Yum, 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 yum. And, I think that's fine. Again, the annoying parts is the fact that, again, I have this armor, or this spacesuit, that not a single fucking person can work on. But there's better armor like this that everyone can work on. I'll probably just crawl around in that. Which, again, is just something that it makes no sense. It's not fun. It's not, it is Stalker, but it's one of those things where if you get rid of that, I think people will just have a better experience. Just have anyone have the ability to upgrade any armor. And I don't care if you just raise the price to an absorb it into mount just to have it. I didn't mean to drop all that. Fuck. Like, make it... Oh, God. It's still doing it. And again, here's that glitch where it just holds the button down for you, even though that's not what you want to do. And it only happens in the overworld. Because in your inventory, see, if it would hold the button down, it would just take everything. And I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, yet another glitch, but, I mean, that glitch is kind of whatever. But yeah, combat's fine. I just make it harder for myself because I have the weird water on that I'm not getting rid of for some reason. I mean, it's just 217 beers in the stash. Yeah. See, that's the thing, right? You just start to stash a lot of shit where the survival aspect of Stalker just goes away. Like, these are all the things I've just pack-muled, stored, like all this ammo. I even got some Gauss gun ammo. I mean, all these things I'm probably never going to use, but because I have a bad habit of grabbing everything up and storing everything, I mean, hey, and the game allows you to do that. It's just, it really does. So, yeah, and that just makes kind of trivialized. I get the survival aspect of the game because, I mean, it's Stalker. What are you going to do without it? So, it's not intrusive. I'm fine with the survival aspect. Again, I'm not saying there should be a fast travel system, but the thing that where quests are like, oh, go over here, then you talk to a guy, then you gotta go all the way over here to do the quest. And then you do the quest, you gotta go back, and the guy's like, oh, well, you need to find something all the way over here. And, again, people will be compelled to, explore on their own. I just don't think the game needs to force you into doing that now. How do I get out of Pripyat? I'm glad you're here, Digital Banana. I'm about to get out of here because I've beaten the game. I've just gone back to the point where it says it's the point of no return. But I don't know. Anyway, I'd give this game an 8 out of 10. And yeah, I'll end it there. Y'all have fun. Peace.